Stocksbridge Park Steelers.
Hello and welcome here to Brackenmore for this Northern Premier League East match between Stockbridge Park Steels and Newton Aycliffe. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft, and this commentary is sponsored by Jason Rawson, Carpet Fitter and Supplier. We just said Stocksbridge versus Newton Aycliffe. Yep, we're in this really weird situation where we're playing back-to-back, weekly matches between the two sides, having just been away at Newton Aycliffe on Saturday. Hey, for Newton Aycliffe, they haven't even had a game in between like we have. They were against the Steels on Saturday, and they're against the Steels on Saturday again. So it's an interesting challenge, having just faced each other to see where both teams are. But so we'll see how that goes as the game on. If the fact that they've recently duelled will help either side out, or maybe perhaps hopefully not make it a more negative game because they might have sussed out each other's attacking patterns. We'll have to see. But we're 3 minutes away from kickoff, so we'll run down the teams for you today. So for Stocksbridge, it's Ben Townsend in goal, and it's Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Luke Hogg, Charlie Oglesby, Alex Phillipson, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, who serves as the captain, Tommy Marshall, Thomas Poole, and Jack Dolman, who comes in to start. He replaces Charlie Reena, who's out with an injury today. The bench is Bailey Ty Baker, Alex O'Connor, Ollie Novak, Luke Rawson, and Andy Ring. For Newton Aycliffe, it's a pretty much unchanged side since last Saturday's win against us. It's James Winter in goal, Oscar Eckley Aldsworth, Toby Pascal, Mark Costello, Dale Elgie, Jack Clarkson, Ethan Wood, Jake Pettigee, Cole Kiernan, Liam Jarvie, and Liam Adamson. Obviously, it was Liam Adamson who scored a spectacular winner against the Steels on Saturday. The bench is Kyle Davis, Charlie Dawson, and Kieran Jackson. So we're just getting the two captains are going in just to do their final few handshakes here. We're expecting an exciting end. The Steels coming off the back of that thrilling 3-2 win against Consett on Tuesday night. It shouldn't have been as thrilling as that. The Steels look like they're going on for a comfortable win until they conceded twice in 2 minutes. I've got a bit of news. There will be a side change. The Steels will not be kicking towards the houses as they would normally expect. And what normally you see the fans having to swap directions too. Because the fans do like to stand behind the goal, and I get to go laugh at one of our fans who's already made his far way down there and now has to come all the way back. It's the most exercise he is going to get all weekend. Oh, and he's responded very rudely. We're going to have that's definitely a breach of our welfare code, and he's going to have to be reported to our welfare officer now. Also means photographer trying to switch ends as well. Oh, it's a busy few moments here. Everyone is working very hard for this sides change. So Stocksbridge will be attacking towards the Brackenmore end for this first half. Referee, a very young Mr. Murray. He will get the game underway, and Poole kicks us off. So Stocksbridge Park Steels in the yellow shirts, blue shorts and blue socks kicking from right to left, while Newton Aycliffe in the all-red kick will go from left to right today. A slight change to how we normally get it. Stockbridge very quickly put the ball out of play for a Newton Aycliffe in their own half as well. So we will, of course, keep you up to date with all the other Northern Premier League East games today. There are other Northern Premier League East games that are happening today, including those that not at the grounds they're originally intended at. Dunstan are playing at Consett, as they have done a few times. Sheffield FC will be playing at Gainsborough Trinity today as well. So it's going Stockbridge giving away a free kick. It's on the left-hand side. Pascal will leave it for Winter to take. We are going to try and keep you up to date with Premier League fixtures as well, and also local fixtures. So this should be your one-stop for all the best football going on in the region today. Winter will send this long. Goodwin heads it back, goes to Marshall, comes off a man-of-the-match performance, but loses the ball there. Back to Newton, pass it back now to Elgie. Pass back to keeper. Poole might be first onto it. It deflects off. Winter. Poole tries to get onto it, but it loops away. It's a bit of bad luck for the Steels, almost working out for them. Danger already for Newton Aycliffe. Steele's trying to press, but Newton Aycliffe are able to pass out to it. Jarvie will slice the ball forward, goes to Oglesby, goes out for a throw-in. So already a dramatic moment for Stocksbridge. Almost went in our favour on that occasion. But the ball is thrown in and Costello will clear it away. Will be head away by Phillipson before Hogg knocks it long for Marshall. Going to try and stretch the fence, but Pascal has him read there. It will be Marshall out for a throw in. Do want to comment on Mark Costello when we were at Newton Aycliffe. The young fans were calling him John Joe Shelby due to his, well, I'll say haircut. Lack of haircut, I think is probably the phrase to say. Wood just lose down the header, go back to Goodwin, who touched it forward. Two pulls in a centre forward role today with Rawson on the bench. Laid back to Marshall on the right wing. Marshall is surrounded by players though, and he's trying to find some space for himself. Back to Lemon, knocked it forward to Goodwin, trying to get past his man, but it's cleared away from him, and now Newton Aycliffe will get that away. Phillipson will have that covered as he makes his second start for the Steels, and it will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. So you see the young fans over behind that goal to our left. They're chanting yellow and blue army, getting the team into it as Lemon throws this down. But big head away by Pascal, but Hogg returns header. It's a bit of head tennis between the two sides right now. Before it gets to the feet of Pascal, he knocks it off Marshall and earns a throwing for the home side. I just want to say hello to Pascal's grandparents if you're listening again as you were last Saturday. I think one of you were called Carol. I do try and unfortunately can't remember completely. As well, knocked forward and headed away though by Wood into midfield for Goodwin, who will try to turn out of trouble. Lays it off to Lemon on the right, gets it forward to Marshall, gets a bit of push on his back, but Marshall keeps it. Back to Hogg, who knocks it over the top. Looking for Marshall, but headed away by Elgie. Only back to Hogg though, who knocks it forward to Turner. Loose ball goes Poole, who knocks it high into the air. Dorman tried to fight for it, but he's been beaten in the air, and now there's a counter attack. Liam Jarvie going down the right hand side, just holds it up, tries the ball through into the middle, but the poor touch and Oglesby's onto it, clears way back now with Phillipson, who will give it back now to Townsend, and forward it goes. But not a great ball out by Townsend. Pettigene onto it on the left-hand side of the pitch, and he's just going to allow it to go out for a throw-in. Didn't take a touch as he throws it onto Adamson, then back to Pettigene. Right-footed will put a ball into the box looking for Kiernan, but headed away by Phillipson before he can get to him. Back to Lemon, and then back to the Hogg, who clears it away. So now on the right-hand side for Marshall, and back to Hogg he goes. He's going to get tripped, and no free kick given. And with Newton Aycliffe, who put it into Wood. Wood's got some space. He's going to look for Aycliffe and goes a bit behind him. He has to slow down and come back to get it, but still on possession. Loose pass, but still in Newton Aycliffe possession at the moment. Over to Aycliffe on the right now, who takes the touch. Ball going towards the far-hand side of the box. Header from Pesci goes high in the air to the left-hand side, but cleared away by Lemon. Turner, not a great touch back with Wood, who is trying to have space, takes a long-range effort, but well over the bar from him. 4 minutes gone in this game. It's 0-0 between the Steels and Newton Aycliffe. So back now with Townsend, Polish goalkeeper. We looking to keep clean sheet. He was looking good for it for a long time until that flashbang of 2 goals from concert penalty kick out of absolutely nothing, really. I haven't seen the replay. It was out of absolutely nothing. And then, obviously, Daniel Cable will be put into a centre forward role for the last part of that match, scoring from close range. Townsend, send the ball long, look at a Goodwin. Headed away from him, back to Hogg, but he can't lose out the ball to Kiernan, but Turner fights back to Phillipson, who gives it back to Oglesby, who will now boot that one long, looks for Poole, but it's going to go through everyone. Marshall will chase it down. Pascal has to pass it back to Winter. Not a great one. Marshall will try and fight for it. Winter just about touches away and gets it back to Pascal, and he will then shoot it forward. Lemon will then cover it and Marshall it out. It will be a Stocksbridge throw in Newton Aycliffe's half. Taking quickly, going to Dolman. Dolman, bit of nice footwork, gets it away from one defender, can't get past the next one. Though he's been forced backwards. Pull them back to Dolman. Then he's going to switch over to Tinker, gets it with his right foot, then finds out Dolman. It's a great ball. Dolman tries to get the touch. Costello reads it well, and he's knocked it off Dolman as well to get a goal kick. It's really good defending from the Newton Aycliffe John Joe. So back now with James Winter. Shane Dolman just couldn't get a clean connection on such a put a ball into the middle. It was a really good play between him and Tinker. What Dolman offers is that pace. He's normally a left back, but perhaps he will be better in the advanced position. Ball forward by Winter. Going to be Goodwin who heads it behind, then goes Turner, will get it to feet, and he's going sideways. Made his 150th appearance a few weeks ago. Got a little weird prize from Roger Gissin, our vice chairman, for that. As ball not forward, and he's going to go out though for neutralizer throw. 6 minutes gone in this game. It remains 0-0. Our first goal has come in the Northern Premier League East, and it's happened at Gainsborough for Sheffield FC. They're leading 1-0 against Brighouse Town. Cameron Johnson has scored. Ball goes through the middle and into Newton Aycliffe. They try to knock one over top to Kiernan, who calls it down well, lays it off on his left-hand side, then back to Kiernan. Good stabbing challenge from Oglesby. Stop that going any further forward. Now back into the middle it goes to Wood, who will put a ball towards the right-hand side to Aycliffe, who takes it centrally, but Dolman intercepts, so he loses the ball against Dolman. Then back it goes. Newton Aycliffe trying to recycle it. Poor touch. Tucker's going to have the pace on him. And then what? Sees Clarkson, who holds it down, and it's a red card for Jack Clarkson. Poole had latched onto a mistake from Jack Clarkson. Clarkson has wrestled him down to the ground, and it will be a red card for the centre-back. It's denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity. I don't think there'll be any arguments. And now, for the next 80 minutes of this match, Newton Aycliffe will have to play with a man down. Huge drama here now at Brackenmore, as we have seen Jack Clarkson sent off to the away team, denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity as Poole had beaten him for pace and robbed the ball off him, and Clarkson wrestled him down. Newton Aycliffe have a man sent off, and Thomas Poole has a free kick. I would say this is a bit too far out for Poole to take the free kick as a shot. I say actually, it's like Dale Elgie, actually, I believe, who's been given the red card. Dale Elgie. I got it wrong, Dale Elgie. Sorry. So Dale Elgie's man gets sent up, but Poole will take free kick. He is taking it as a shot, but right into it, spills it, and then Oglesby somehow misses it within the 6-yard area. That should be 1-0. The shot's weak from Poole, but Winter spills it anyway. Charlie Oglesby should tap that in from close range, though. He doesn't do so, it remains 0-0. Somehow not 1-0 to the Steels there. But Dale Elgie, we do going to correct you, it's Dale Elgie, the man who was sent off. So now back with James Winter, who almost has had his blushes spared on that occasion. Poor goalkeeping almost allowed Charlie Oglesby to score the opening goal. Ball long from Winter. Goodwin will head it forward. Can the Steels take advantage of this extra man? Looks like Newton Aycliffe has switched to a 4-3-2 since that sending off. As Pettigene wrestles for the ball and has won that battle and then gets tripped himself by Goodwin, it will be a free kick to the away team. 10 minutes gone in this game, and Newton Aycliffe are already down to 10 men. In the Premier League, Burnley are leading 1-0 against Brentford. Brune Larson has scored from the spot for the Clarets. There's now one happy man in Brackenmore for that. As Newton Aycliffe have the free kick, Pascoe sends it forward, but clear away by Phillipson, and it's going to go around in midfield for Goodwin, sends it long, and Costello will clear it away. A very heavy job now on Costello after that sending off. Ball switched over to Clarkson, who is on the pitch still. We did get that one wrong, as Oglesby will cover that and then send it away, but only back to Clarkson, but then Tinker will send it high up into the air. Eckley Aldsworth will get a touch on it, but he loses it to Tinker, who tries to get it Poole. Poole misses his touch, back with Costello now. Costello will send that long. It's a good ball, but just a bit too far for Adamson. It will be collected by Townsend. So back now with the goalkeeper, Ben Townsend. Plenty of drama in this game already. Some other goals to tell you about. Pontefract 1-0 upon North Ferriby. Louis Charlton has scored. Good. And Consett are 1-0 up on Grimsby-Borough, our opponents, next Saturday, with Jack Gibbons goal scorer. Ball goes back to Poole, who takes a touch. He's been forced backwards and back to Goodwin. Now out to the right to Tommy Marshall, and now back it goes to Lemon, who not scored to Marshall. Marshall trying to get the beat of his man, of Pascal, but he does match with pace, though. Pascal gets the touch and it's out for a throw-in. Back with Lemon now. Lemon goes to Poole, then Chester down for Lemon. Slowly does it, pass it to Marshall, who was looking for a 1-2 initially, but can't do so. Blocked off by a man, so back to Poole, and then back to Hogg. Stocksbridge being patient, but it's a poor ball by Hogg. It's behind Tinker, has got to chase down for it, and Newton Aycliffe able to win it from Adamson, who puts it in the middle to Wood, and then tries to find Adamson again, but intercepted by Dorman. Gets it to Poole, who will lose the ball to Wood, and now Newton Aycliffe trying to build out over to Adamson on the right wing, who takes the touch. Doubles it back with Hogg covering, back to Pettigene. Then back it goes to Aycliffe Aldsworth. Into the middle it goes to Jarvie. Well won by Turner, and then back to Turner. Turner goes forward, trying to find Dorman. Well blocked, it deflects, and Winter will take that into his feet as it goes into his box. In local fixtures, Doncaster Rovers are leading 1-0 against Swindon Town. Bayamu has scored. Winter now has picked it up and then now has put it back on the ground. Paul's going to go keep him honest, and now Winter will send it long. Hogg will try to get it, but being won in the air by Pettigene. But Goodwin knocks it away, but only back for Pascal, who tried to send it to right wing, can only knock it out for a throw-in. So now with Tinker, who throws it long and then knocked off by Wood, and it will be out for another throw-in. So Tinker will be here on the left with this throw-in. Thrown down, looking for Stallman, but Costello reads it well, knocked out for another throw, just a few yards away from the corner flag. Tinker with a good chance to try and get a ball into the box. We're going to throw it to Poole and back to Tinker. Tries to find Dorman with that pass, but just goes through the two newscape turners and out for a goal kick. Remains 0-0 here at Breckenmore. 14 minutes gone. Newton Aycliffe down to 10 men. Stockton are 1-0 up on Grantham. Michael Roberts has helped the league leaders get into the lead there. So back for Winter, who's taking his time with his goal kick. And will now send this long. Send it long and headed on by Newton Aycliffe, but only for Phillipson to clear it away. Poole will fight for it, but good header away by Costello, and Poole's gone in a bit too heavy on the defender, and it will be a free kick to the away side. So Newton Aycliffe will get another chance to send the ball forward and have it stick up front. Right now with Costello. He's taking it. He's taking time with it. Newton Aycliffe interested have shifted all their players over to the left-hand side of the pitch for this, and they are going to try and get it onto the left wing and headed on, looking to get in the box. Well touched down and almost found Pettigene, but well set by Tinker. He sends it long, and now Dolly will race onto it. Might just be a bit too much even with his pace, but actually he's going to almost win it off Aycliffe Aldsworth. Aycliffe Aldsworth able to escape with it and pass it into midfield for Nim Darby, who dropped deep, then back to Clarkson, who will now carry it forward and knock it long, but it's off direction and out for a throw-in. So back up for a throw-in for the Steels, and young Mr. Murray's keeping an eye on where they're taking the throw-ins today. Jack Tinker will send him a bit further back. Tinker back, throws it back now to Oglesby. Takes touch and over to Phillipson. He's going to carry that forward and send it long. He is looking for Goodwin, who is being cushioned forward, but he's intercepted, and Pettigene clears it away. Phillipson has that covered though, and he will pass it back to Townsend. So Back where Ogilvy lays it off for Tinker. He's got some space he can move into, but he's going to pass it forward to Dorman, has the hands in his back, and now we'll pass it back to Tinker, who tries to send it down the line, but out for a throw in. And actually, the number 7, Wood's gone in late on Tinker, and it will be a yellow card for the captain, Ethan Wood. So that's late in on Jack Tinker then, which was a bit pointless because he was always going to send that out. Ethan Wood not particularly happy with his booking on that occasion, but he will end up in the booking. But Tinker, well, Live Our Physio was set to come on, but he looks like Tinker will be go out, and now Townsend will come up to take this free kick. So back with Townsend for this free kick. He is still looking for his first assist. Townsend wants to end up on that assist or goals chart at some point. Ball goes long. Gooden dragged back a bit, but nothing even on that. Gooden gets it the second time. Back to Tinker, who's going to try and go down the outside here. He's got some space. He just needs to get it back in. Looking in the 6-yard area. Looks cool, but intercepted by Costello, who's having a great game at centre-back so far for the away side. Covering really well with his teammate Dale Ailey off the pitch. And it's now opened up for Wood to drive forward. Crosses the halfway line. Spread out to the left wing for Adamson, who's the goal scorer last week. Cuts inside, tries to lay pass through, looking for Kiernan. It's intercepted, and now Stocksbridge will look to get on the counter-attack through Marshall on the right wing. Marshall going down the right, he just overplays it though, and it will go out for a throw-in. More goals to tell you about in our league. Siddiq Acha has put Belper 1-0 up on Ashington, and Pontefract 2-0 up on North Ferriby. Connor Smythe has scored. Nothing really to affect us towards the bottom end of the table just yet. Greenley in the midfield for Newton Aycliffe. Sent it back into their defence with Aycliffe. Back to Costello, and he will send one long, looking for an unmarked Clarkson, but Tinker comes in and heads that away well. Will be a throw just inside Newton Aycliffe's half. 80 minutes gone, and it's 0-0 still here, but with Newton Aycliffe down to 10 men, as it's with Wood now, who will just carry it for a bit and then tries to turn out Turner, but didn't get the feint that he wanted. He'll pass on to Costello, who carries it forward. Newton Aycliffe, to their credit, still pushing men forward, looking to take the lead themselves, despite being man down after that early sending off. Played out to Jarvie now. Jarvie spreads it off to Clarkson on the right. Clarkson into the middle to Jarvie. Jarvie cutting around, looking for some space. Misses a trip, could have potentially gone down there. A shot comes in from Pettigene, is blocked, and Turner will look to turn this into a counter-attack to Poole now. He looks on the outside. Costello goes in very heavy on him. No free kick given. Poole was appealing for it. Back to Clarkson. Then to Pettigene, who will go out to the right to Clarkson. Then to the defence to Aycliffe, who will send it forward. Looking for the front line, but Oaksby heads that away. Back. It goes back to Pettigene. Down the right wing for Jarvie now, who's going to be forced backward, back to Pettigene, right footed first time ball in, and Townsend claims it well. Really good defending from the Steel, preventing any threat. Townsend claiming it well as well, comfortably into his chest from the former Anzurst goalkeeper. Sends it long, but I think that one's just going to end up going out of play. It does do so. Throwing for Newton Aycliffe. Back with Clarkson, who throws it now back to Aycliffe, who takes a touch in front of him. Now right-footed long ball, looking forward. Oglesby will head it away. Goodwin gets the first touch, gets it out to the right to Lemon. Allows it to go further right. Hasn't taken a touch yet, does now. Sends it forward, but no one's really there for it. Costello will take that into possession. So send long came, comes off Turner, but goes back to Lemon. Will send it right back. Pulls going to challenge for it, but Costello heads it right back. Only Goodwin to take it into chest. He's going to go down the right-hand side. Finds a good run of Marshall on the right wing. Can Marshall keep it in? He does do so very high, and then out it goes for a goal kick. Steels haven't really created much since going a man up, and it is 20 minutes gone now. Ian Sutton, thank you for commenting. And if you want to have your say on the match as it's going so far, feel free to comment on our YouTube live chat. Ian Sutton saying the ref had to give the red. Last man, it was perhaps only a 50-50 goal chance. Lemon on the right-hand side here, sending the ball forward, head up into the middle to Thomas Poole, who will head it on to Marshall. And Marshall try and fight for it on the right wing. Battle with Costello. Both teams appealing for it, but it will be a Newton Aycliffe goal kick. Dunstan have taken the lead against Cleethorpes Town. That's over playing at concert today. Dale Pearson has scored. Now it's back with Winter to take this goal kick. Ball goes forward, but Phillipson should have that covered. He's going to just boot that one away, and Lemon has that. Well, he covers it out, and I think he was expecting Goodwin to come in for it. In a local score update, Ipswich Town are leading 1-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. Amari Hutchinson has scored. The ball in the middle at the moment, and back it goes into the defence. Wood gets a tackle, and it will be enough contact on the foot of Wood for it to be a Newton Aycliffe free kick, I mean. So back Wood will now take his own free kick. Costello is going to potentially to take it. So he sent long now, looking for Clarkson, who gets a touch. He's going to try and keep it in. He does do so really well. Tinker shouldn't be anything he can do that, but Tinker's going to have to cover. Ball going into the box for week one. Hogg will take it to feet and lob that away. Now to Dolman, who's trying not to lose the ball. Back to Hogg, and he's going to send it on for the runner Turner. It's a great ball. Curtis Turner on the left-hand side will rush forward. Great challenge, though, from Liam Jarvie back in defence, who stops that attack from progressing into anything, and then Turner will push over Jarvie, and it will be a free kick to Newton Aycliffe. And the Stocksbridge fans not happy with that, but it was definitely a free kick. I will, as much as this is very biased commentary, if you're a Newton Aycliffe fan listening to this, we do try and be fair. We just bias towards Stocksbridge. The ball is back for this Newton Aycliffe throw. They're putting men forward. Ball forward from him, and Phillipson will head away, then back into the midfield and touched on, and going to be contested, but Pettigene on the ball now, looking for the run of Pascal. Pascal's just going to chase it down. Can he keep it in? He can't do so. It will be a steal throw near their own corner flag. So that Lemon will go over to take this throw in now. So Lemon just taking his time with it. The oldest player in the Steel squad, the longest serving as well. Ball going forward, looking for Goodwin, headed away from it though. Looking back to Hogg, will lob it forward. Poole has to hit it back, looking forward. Goodwin is his head tennis continues, and it will end up going out for it. Actually, it doesn't go out, and Lemon was the only one aware of it, but his long ball forward, no one aware of that either. So Winter will claim it. Takes his time and takes it to his hands. Marshall was going forward. Winter draws it out in front of him. Dolman's going to go out and press him. Winter will send it forward. Headed on, but then Lemon will just head it back now for Townsend. Townsend thinking about some quick distribution, doesn't do so, and instead is just going to roll it out now to Phillipson a few moments after he got the ball. Now back with Hogg, who's in centre defence, and back to Townsend, who is going to get pressed by Jarvie, but Townsend will get out his feet really well. Looking for Marshall, but headed away by Pascal. Back to Turner, who can't get a good touch onto it. Now back with Wood, who's trying to run things in the midfield, and then good tackle from Phillipson starts not advancing any further. Even game, despite Steele's man advantage so far. Back to Aycliffe, who will then play it back for Winter, who takes the touch and then will send this forward. Ball is up into the air and goes out for a throw-in. Will be for Newton Aycliffe. Throw-in is going to be taken by Clarkson. And then it's knocked on by Wood, and then Tinkle has returned that for another throw-in. Back now with Clarkson again. Goes into the middle to the midfielder to Kiernan, who actually dropped into midfield now to Wood. Back it goes to Costello and then over to Pascal, who's pushed forward, takes some good touches, but he's forced backward because of them. And little pass in the middle, but it's intercepted by Turner, who gets the first time pass to Poole. Poole looking to turn well, tackled by Aycliffe, but back to Woodward, who's looking for the killer pass and intercepted by Costello. Stocksbridge not using their possession well. And then Hogg will do a trip, and it will be a Newton Aycliffe free kick, just like the edge of the centre circle. Pettigene wanted it further forward. He's not going to get it, and it's that. It is quickly taken by Costello. Now to Wood on the left-hand side. And back to Costello, who right-footed will send it forward. Shut down well by Adamson, and he's held it down really well. And right-footed will pass it out to Jarvie. Heavy touch, and then well tackled by Turner, having a great game in midfield so far. The most appearances for any player Steele, having recently passed the 150 mark. Turner, very high lofted ball forward from Turner. Costello headed back into midfield and collected by Newton Aycliffe, and then down easy by Pettigene. And it's been a notable thing from Newton Aycliffe that they are winning a lot of free kick by not being the most physical side. Steele's may have to change the way they play if this is how it's going to be marshalled this game. And back for Pettigene, who will right foot to send the ball long. Phillipson will head it out. It will be throughout for Crowing over on the left wing. Newton Aycliffe looking to try and create their own opportunities. There hasn't really been anything since Charlie Oderby missed one within the 6-yard area. The Winter spilled it. And then it was going to be, well, Newton Aycliffe thought they had the free kick after a push from Hogg. The man went down on it, fell on the ball and held onto the ball, and will be a free kick Stockbridge's way because of it. Townsend will take this free kick. Keenan's getting a bit of a telling off for trying to grab hold of the ball, presuming a free kick had been given before the free kick had been given. I tell you probably what should have been a free kick, but you can't presume that. And we actually have seen players get yellow cards for things like that, so it's a bit lucky not to go in the book. Phillipson will send it long, but that's too long for anyone, and Winter will have to rush out though and actually just boot that out. I think it was going to be a no man's land for both players, going for the steals. Right now with Lemon, who throws it to Poole, back to Lemon. He's put a ball in, but Costello heads it away. Poole drills it back in, blocked by Costello, and we will get our first corner of the game. So Poole is our set-piece specialist. He will be the one taking it. Then again, Curtis Turner probably has a good claim. 2 of his corners led to goals last on Tuesday night, so I thought he might have a good shot of keeping corner duty for this game. Here comes the corner. It's a low one. Going to go to the edge of the box too. Turner takes a shot and rising and over the bar. Clever attempt, clever idea as it gets caught under the hoardings. The football in the end. But unfortunately doesn't work out. Remains 0-0 here with 29 minutes gone on the clock. Back now with Winter, this goal kick. So back with Winter now, just takes his time and he slowly comes over it, and then right-footed will look to drill it to Pascal. It's actually really well found him, and he's held it down well with a good touch. Back to Costello, who will take it forward a few steps before left-footed sending it down, but blocked by Lemon, and Marshall will keep it in. Poole will see if he can turn us some attacking, but intercepted by Wood, who gets it to Costello, keeps it in on that left-hand side. He's been tackled by Marshall and down to Poole on the right-hand side. Can he find Dorman? Dorman looks turned. He's looking to get this shot off, and then he skims the shot, and then it almost goes in anyway. You can see that wasn't Dolman's natural foot as he tries to turn. He doesn't get a clean connection, but it almost had the direction on it because it beat every man and then dribbled slowly, so slowly past the far corner. It remains 0-0 here. Dolman almost getting his second goal in 2 games. Should he have taken that a bit earlier is the question, but It's better from the Steels, who have had two good opportunities in 2 minutes, and we'll be looking to try and follow that up and get a goal before the end of the first half. Ashington have equalised against Belper. Cameron Gascoigne, the nephew of Paul Gascoigne, has scored. Whether he's flicked it over two before scoring past the Scott, I don't know. So, ball's into the middle and then not fought by Newton Aycliffe, but Hogg then tackles back onto the right for Lemon. Then to Hogg, who will flip it forward looking for Marshall, but cleared away from him. Now it goes for a Steel's throw-in. 31 minutes gone in this game, remains 0-0 here, but not for lack of Steel's chances in the recent minutes. Lemon takes a touch, going forward, looking for Marshall, who then finds Goodwin, then Bull tries to flick it on, but loses the ball, and that. Costello tries to clear forward, Hogg gets a touch, out for a Newton Aycliffe throw. So Pascal will go over to take this throw in. Taking his time with it, the wing back. Who said, well, he's taking his time with it and eventually finds Wood as an option, who sends it forward. Hogg blocks it, high up in the air it goes, still in. Lemon trying to stop his wing, well, his man called Keenan get past him, and in the end he just has to knock it out for another throw in. Pascal will take the throw in. Throwing into Adamson, then back to Pascal. Goes in the middle, deflected a bit, then Turner will intercept that to Poole, and Poole will now look for Dolly. Jack Dolman will be able to get onto this. Dolman just gets it caught under his foot a bit, slows him down. Forced backwards, back to Tinker. Tinker then will look to find Dolman. There's a touch off the defender, then Dolman will look for the cross. And ball shot Clarkson, not seen by the referee. Back to Tinker. Tinker down left to Dolman. Feels for offside, not given. Then back to Turner, who takes the touch, and he's going to try and get through, but he's going to be tackled and knocked out for a throw-in. He went in the box, just to say, that one from Clarkson. That one's clearly off his arm, but, well, it should have been a free kick. Tinker will have his throw-in. Finds Paul, pushes it back to Turner, who can't get it under his control. And, well, he's actually just been passed away back to Turner. He's going to find Marshall, who gets a bit of physicality in the back of him. He's been forced backwards. Tries to turn, tries to find Goodwin. Back to Marshall, finds Goodwin, though. He's in the box, tries to find Marshall, but Costello is having a really good game. Intercepts, he's trying to carry it away, but he's going to lose the ball now to Goodwin on the right wing. Marshall actually, but he's crosses pouring out for a goal kick. 34 minutes gone in this game, means 0-0 at the moment. Back now with Winter to take his goal kick. He's actually now got the traditional Premier League way of having two defenders within his own box. And if you're interested in the way goal kicks are taken, The Athletic has done about a 2,000-word essay on it. But now the defenders have gone forward, and Winter will take the traditional non-league goal kick. Boot it far forward as you can. Goes over the top of everyone, and Kiernan will have it, get it back to Clarkson, who knocks it forward, but Oglesby actually doesn't get a good touch, and he has to have it coming under some pressure from Jarvie. Plays it out low to Turner, who takes a good touch. Forced backwards, though. Back now to Phillipson, who gets it out to the right. Not a great pass, almost latched onto by Jarvie, but Lemon does get it forward to Marshall, who dropped deep to get it. Then back to Hogg, who sends it forward, and Costello will have coverage of that, though he did get a header touch onto it, so he will have to do something with it, and Costello will be first forward back there, pressure Poole, and eventually switches play well, finds Clarkson, who will now knock it forward, but that's intercepted by Tinker, who can't get a good touch onto it, but the third time lucky does get it to Goodwin, turns out some trouble, and then to Turner on the left, who stretches to get it, then to Dolman, who has some space, then back to Turner. Turner gets it onto his right, but he doesn't really have the options he wants. Back to Hogg, who looks to find Dolman, tries to get on the inside, Dolman, and shields from well. Then back to Turner, who will find Lemon coming forward. Lemon lays it off for Marshall, who feints in the wrong time and tries to fight to keep it in. He doesn't do so, and I think Marshall's going to be penalised there for a bit of foul on him, but it won't be any sort of card. It wouldn't be so, I don't think. And it will be a free kick, which is basically a goal kick. Goal update in the Premier League is that Nottingham Forest are 1-0 upon Luton Town. That is Chris Wood, who has scored for the Forest. Now, Sheffield United, who aren't playing this weekend as they were meant to be playing, Manchester United, they're in FA Cup action. No, they're on the telly, though. Again, on the BBC instead of Gladiators. Can't believe Gladiators is off for Manchester United. Maybe they'll go out and that'll be another one bites the dust for Eric Ten Hag. I'm here all week, folks. I think Graham will appreciate that one. If I get a pun into this, Graham actually buys me a pint at the bar, hence why the terrible jokes happen. Newton Aycliffe knock it forward, but Phillipson reads it. Back to Townsend it goes. He takes a touch, and over it goes back to Phillipson, who's over at right back at the moment. Will send this long, but Costello reads it well, heads it out. Goodwin will race onto it, knocks it forward, and Dorman will chase onto it, but it will be headed back to Winter. Covered well, and Winter will throw it out to Aycliffe. Throw it in front, and he will knock it long. And then there's a touch on from Adamson, but then Ogilvie covers it. He will send it long. I think he may have come off Adamson that, but the referee doesn't agree, so it will be a throw in to Newton Aycliffe. Concert are 2-0 up on Grimsby Borough. Caleb Young has doubled the lead for the Steelmen. As Newton Aycliffe will look to push as we are in the last 10 minutes of this half. It's 37 minutes gone in this game. In the middle for Newton Aycliffe, they're trying to find Clarkson, but it's intercepted and cleared. Poole tried to haul it down, but it goes beyond him and back to Winter, who will clear it out. Lemon will be the first onto that, and Lemon's going to push forward with it. Over the halfway line he goes. Now he slows it down, finds Marshall on the right. He's going to try and get the beat in a Pasco space. He does do so, but it's been well covered by Jarvie and just knocks it out for a Stocksbridge throw. Throwing goes in to the right to Marshall. Back it goes to Lemon. Into middle to Turner, and back it goes to Hogg. Right-footed skims it across to Tinker. Finds Dolman on the left, who's in the box. Finds Tinker on the overlap. Tinker drives it in. Well claimed by Winter. I don't know what Jack Tinker's claiming. I think he's claiming he might have gone out to play the goalkeeper. I don't think he did do so. But it's good play from the Steels as they look to take the lead. Winter will roll it out in front of him. Dorman will look to keep him honest, and out it goes now. Ogilvie will head away now to Goodwin, who will head it on. Dorman's in an offside position if he goes back to get it, and that's what the referee has flagged. And now the free kick will happen because Dorman continued to press. And he will be forced further back from the free kick they want to take. Aycliffe will now take this. So some time we're here, ball going long. And then Ogilvie will head it away to Goodwin, who will then head it on. Turner will fight for it, and he's wrestling for it with Jarvie, but Turner's wrestling a bit too much for the referee, Mr. Murray, so it will be a free kick in this case, and a good chance for them to actually get the ball in the box, which they haven't really done so. So Wood will have this. Well, he's gonna leave it actually now for Aycliffe. There's option on the right-hand side for Clarkson, something Andy Ring has already pointed out. Here comes the right-footed ball from Aycliffe, going to the far end of the box, but it's over the heads of everyone. It's going to go for a throw-in next to the corner flag. 40 minutes gone. It's 0-0. Still have had a few decent chances, though, towards the end of this first half. Lemon will look to take it. This throw. Here comes the throw forward. Look for Goodwin, chested down, and then back for Hogg, who will send this long. Dolman will chase, but first on it is Aycliffe, who turns well, then sends it down line and finds a man well, and then the ball over the top, but Townsend's out well, and he will boot that one away. It's going to go over to Clarkson, who's over on this right back position at the moment, and back it will go to Winter. Dollar will press, not in full sprint though, maybe it should have been. Costello will be on it, pass it back to Pascal, who feints well from Goodwin's charge, and now will charge forward himself, ball over the top, looking for Adamson. He's going to stay in well. Adamson's done really well. Facing up with Phillips and Adamson into the box. Going to take the rifle to shot, blocked by Phillipson, and out it goes. Goodwin's going to be the first onside, takes it further wide and will knock it off Pettigene and get the throw in. Newton Aycliffe were looking to take the throw in. And he's taken it, even though he flagged the other way. What's happened there? And then Phillipson clears that way. The referee had flagged for a Stocksbridge throw in, and then Newton Aycliffe took it quickly and it counted. I have actually seen that before in Austria, of all places, and they ended up scoring the team that got the advantage from that, Austria Klagenfurt, which caused a lot of controversy there because it affected European places in that league. And I got a draw for Klagenfurt when they were losing, but thankfully that didn't lead to anything there. That was potentially controversial. Tinker heads it away to Turner, who chases it down, then back to Tinker, who will carry it forward. Goes through to Poole. Poole's got the beating. He's of his man in the middle, evades another tackler, takes a shot. It's a good shot, blocked by Winter and out of the box. Back to Goodwin. Goodwin's thinking the shot's going to lay off to Turner, and Turner's going to try and go around the outside, but now he's going to go horizontal. Back to Tinker it goes. Tinker will put it into the middle. Tackle goes in on him from Jarvie. A heavy sliding challenge, and it's going to be a yellow card for Jarvie. That's the second booking of the game. And Tinker will go down, and it's a free kick in a danger position. It's another very late challenge on Jack Tinker, who it feels like he might be targeted when it's happened twice to the same player. Yeah. Ipswich are 2-0 up on Sheffield Wednesday. Cameron Burgess has scored for the Tractor Boys as they chase promotion Wednesday to try and fight against relegation. Tinker's going to get some treatment from our physio Liv. It's very late. The pass had come well into the box by the time that challenge had gone in. And Lee and Jarvie will get a booking. Joins Ethan Wood in the book. So Poole will now have a chance of this free kick. Interestingly, I will say, shouldn't Jack Tinker be off the pitch while this free kick is taken rather than heading in? Because he hasn't headed in the box. So there'll be some controversy if he scores, because in fairness, he should be off because he's received treatment which has stopped the game. So, let's wait it. There's going to be some talking tos for the players. Ross Goodwin is going to get a talking to as well as one of the new players. I think it's just some of the physicality in the box. This is what the referee did on Tuesday, and it led to a penalty in the box against Stocksbridge. But now all is well, and we will get this free kick now. Thomas Poole on the left-hand side, right-footed, sends across it into the 6-yard area. Offside flag is going to go up before it bounces out for, it would have been a goal kick, but the offside flag went up early. That is a daft one to do on the Seals' part. The line so carefully. Just seen in the Northern Counties League that Tadcaster, who are playing a team, I'm not sure, Albion Sports today, are 2-0 up from former Steel player Ollie Norman. So, got 1 minute of added time. And Winter will send this ball. Goodwin will head it back to Poole, who tries to take it on, but well headed away back. Hickley Aldworth. Lemon tries to track the volley. Doesn't track it well, bounces over him, but will go out for a Stockbridge throw in. Anyway, a bit lucky on that one. Also, Frickley are leading 1-0 against Rottington May. And the ball goes forward, and it will be another Stockbridge throw in. Other goals to tell you about Dunstan are now 3-0 up. Goals from Jude Twells and Dale Pearson have got them a comfortable lead against Cleethorpes. And Grimsby are also down to 10 men. Tom Sawyer has been sent down the Mississippi. And as it looks like Newton Aycliffe are on the break here, but Jarvie, a poor pass, has blocked him off, and now Hogg has the ball. Back now to Jordan Lemon, and that will be half-time. It's 0-0 here. The big moment coming on the 8-minute mark. It was a red card for Newton Aycliffe. Dale Elgie wrestled down Thomas Poole as Thomas Poole was about to break clear. A correct decision from the referee as he was given his marching orders. The Steels had a few chances. Charlie Oglesby has missed one from close range, and we've seen Curtis Turner hit one from over, and Jock Dolman have a weak effort go just wide. But in the end, it remains 0-0 here. The Steelers having the man advantage going into the final 45. We will see you in 15 minutes. Hello and welcome back to Bracken Moor for this commentary of a Northern Premier League East match between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Newton Aycliffe. I'm your commentator, Adam Allcroft, and we are sponsored by Jason Rawson, Carpet Pitchers Fly. It's 0-0 here at Bracken Moor as a substitute is going to come on.
It's 12 pounds.
That's, as you may have heard, that's Kyle Davis coming on for Paul Kiernan. Kyle Davis is a more midfield player, so I presume that's going to be part of Newton Aycliffe trying to hold this to be a point for them with 10 men. And as I say, the Newton Aycliffe are down to 10 men. Dale Elgie was sent off for hauling down Thomas Poole as the last man. And he was sent off after just 8 minutes. Steels haven't been able to take advantage just yet, though. Newton Aycliffe have resisted well. Steels have had the better chances, but not gone it. So the game has kicked off. So Newton Aycliffe in their all-red kit are kicking from right to left, while the Steels in their yellow shirt, blue shorts and blue socks kicking from left to right. The teams are as follows. Steels have no change at half time. It's Ben Townsend in goal, then Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Luke Hogg, Charlie Oglesby, Alex Phillipson, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, Tommy Marshall, Thomas Poole, and Jack Dorman. Thomas Poole's on the right, but the offside flag is up on him. The benches: Bailey Ty Baker, Alex O'Connor, Ollie Novak, Luke Rawson, and Andy Ring. For Newton Aycliffe, their teams as follows. It's James Winter, Oscar Eckley-Aldsworth, Toby Pascoe, Mark Costello, Jack Clarkson, Ethan Wood, Jake Pettigene, Kyle Davis, Liam Jarvie, and Liam Adamson. They've got it on to right, so who Clarkson knocks it long, but obviously heads it away back of field and then whipped into the box by Newton Aycliffe, who have just got it back to Ben Townsend, so he will collect this. By the way, we will try and keep you up to date with all the other goals going on across the Northern Premier League East. There has been one just before the end of first half. Adam Drury has got one back from Grimsby Borough. So they're now losing 2-1 to Concert as Dorman shown well to Turner. Turner tries to find Dorman again, well into by Costello, who's had a fantastic game at centre-back for the away side. As Turner's button the ball back again, over to Goodwin, who doesn't get a good touch onto it. Now back to Pascal, who's tried to knock one long. It looked like for a second Newton Aycliffe could have broke through because Lemon had committed forward. He got caught in a bit no man's land, wouldn't like to get onto that loose ball, but in the end, it was too long. Lemon's not on forward. Turner looks to have beaten the offside trap. He has done so. Has to be forced back by Costello. Back to Poole, who feints it to Dolman. Lays it back, not greatly. Hogg has to come in and forward. Gets it to Tinker on the left. Right for the ball in by Tinker. Looking for Marshall, but headed away. Dolman tries to head it back in, but can only get it on the back of his head. That goes back to Clarkson, who will clear it out for a Steels throw. Back now with Tinker. Throws it over to Hogg, then back to Tinker, now to Turner, then back to Hogg, and he will give it all the way back now to Phillipson. Everyone getting a touch as the second half begins. Now to Lemon, who sends this long, looking for Turner, but Costello is onto that, and he's going to have to go back to his goalkeeper. Dolman is sprinting towards him, and Winter just has to boot that one out of play to be a throw-in. I think Sills will find some more luck with pressing Winter like that in this half. Hogg loses it under his feet, but he gets it back and gives it to Oglesby, who will pass it over the halfway line to Tinker on the left-hand side. Trying to find the runner, Dorman on the left wing, and he does do so, but he's been covered by Eckley-Aldsworth. Dorman trying to get past him, and he does do so, and then pass it to Turner on the edge of the box, thinking a shot, back to Poole, looking for the shot and thinking about it. He's now going to go back, look for left, gets the shot, blocked by Costello, back to Dolman, who gets caught under his feet, now to Turner, who's going to get it back now to the left of Tinker, who is now deciding what he's going to do. Back to Turner it goes. Right footed ball into the box. Look at the Goodwin, who just misses on his diving header. It's going to go for a goal kick. Goodwin, who is very strong in the air for a central midfielder, just waiting at the far post, trying to connect with a diving header. Just can't stretch onto it, and it goes out for a goal kick in the air. It's 47 minutes gone, 0-0 here between Stocksbridge Steels and Newton Aycliffe. It's 3-0 to Ipswich Town against Sheffield Wednesday. We're having a bad time. I'm down in Suffolk today. Ball is forward and knocked on by Davis, but Tinker comes in, intercepts it, blocked by Davis. Appeals for a handball are not given. Clarkson's coming forward with it. Clarkson gives it back now to Wood. Not forward. looking for the run of Adamson, and might have the beat to Phillips, but Phillips actually covers it really well and passes it out to Turner. As cool as you like from the new signing. Now with Poole, who lays it off for Marshall, who will have a chance to run and get the beating of Costello. He has Lemon as an option, and he's going to try and find him blocked by Costello, but back with Marshall. Then try to find Lemon again. Not a great pass, and that is something that Marshall have to work on. Two good passing opportunities. Two Lemon were there, but he didn't find them, either of them. Marshall's coming off the back of a man of the match performance on Tuesday night. With Lemon now. Throw now to Turner. Back to Lemon. Right foot to ball in the middle. Looks for Goodwin. Takes a touch, but it takes him wide. And out for a goal kick. And he kicks the ball station against the Hoardings. Because he knows with a better touch, Goodwin would have been in. And potentially could have been 1-0. Steels are in charge in this second half so far. Go back now with Winter. Ball is sent long. Headed away by Phillipson. Then headed backwards by Wood, but booted away only to Hogg, who is trying wins a 50-50, but then the ball has gone back to Newton Aycliffe, and some quick passing has found Jarvie on the right-hand side. Seals are bringing some men back, though, to cover, and Oglesby, one of those men, has intercepted. Back now with Tinker on the left-hand side. He's going to pass it to little Turner, who takes a touch and tries to get through to the middle, but well read by Clarkson, who's intercepted, and back it goes into central defence and knocked forward. Oglesby will read that and head it away, and back it goes to Pettigene, who covers and sent long, and Oglesby will have that covered again. He's going to take the touch and will try and send it down the line, and it came off a Newton Aycliffe player last, and it will be a Steel's throwing. Newton Aycliffe not particularly happy with that. 176 people here today for attendance, so thank you to everyone who has come to the match today, and thank you for your support. Tinker throws it to Turner, forced backwards to Tinker, who will get it back now to Hogg, and he sends it forward. Dolman will keep it in. He's trying to turn, and he will now look to switch play. Lemon is the man rushing onto, but actually Poole is going to drop nicely for Poole. Poole lays it off nice for Lemon on the right. Lemon drills the pass in, almost in the centre and claimed by Winter. It was Dolman rushing in the middle, and it's quickly out, and it's Jarvie trying to catch Stocksbridge out. It's with Pascoe on the left. Now with Davis, who's cutting inside, right footed ball in, knocked away by Phillipson. Turner will get onto it. Little pass now to Hogg, and then back with Turner. Turner will come forward with it, and he's going to look for Dolman, but intercepted by Clarkson. Not really a good idea, in fairness. I think it was always blocked. Tinker's just cleared one away. Dolman's going to fight to keep this one in as well. He's going to do so as well. Really good from him, and fending off his man well. Back to Tinker, who will come forward, and he's going to find Dolman again. And Dolman has to just give it back to Turner because that side has got this a bit congested, and back it goes to Oglesby. And then all the way back now to Townsend. Townsend taking his time, and now right for the ball forward. Finds Tinker, who stayed forward. Let's give the run of Dolman. No offside flag. Appeal effectively altered. Dolman high lofted ball into the box. Pascoe though will head it away, and it will be Clarkson who gets onto it, touches it away, but Hogg should get onto it. Does touch it away to Oglesby. Back to Tinker. We get it back to Turner. Now Tinker will get it again. Coming in. Gets arrested to the ground doing so, but nothing given. Marshall and back to Goodwin, who is going to beat one man. He goes far wide, and he's thinking of the shot. Instead, he's going to lay off to Poole on the right. Poole is going to go on the outside. Drills one in. Well claimed by Winter. These crosses into the 6-yard area just been a bit too close to the goalkeeper at the moment. There are men waiting for it, though. 51 minutes gone, and it is 0-0 still. Steels are pushing to take the lead, though. Doncaster were 2-0 consider, but Glatzel's just gone back to Cinder, so now it's 2-1. All goes forward. Oh, missed that, and onto it is, well, I say, going to go out for a Newton throw. He did get a touch as it went forward. Between Addison and Addison then was trying to break in, but he's been blocked. It'll be a no thrown to Newton Aycliffe. So we're just taking them. Newton Aycliffe happy to try and slow this game down as much as they can to make. They need to catch their breath for time to steal. I think been a bit very quick to try and tire out the hard-working 10 men of Newton Aycliffe. I wonder when they're going to be told they're going to just take it. They're throwing in well to Adamson, but he will handle it and it will be a free kick. Pontefract looks certain for the 3 points. Home to North Berry. That's the battle for the playoffs match. Kind of Smythe has scored. Townsend will pass it within his own box to Phillipson, who carries it forward. He will then pass it short to Hogg. And then back it will go to Townsend, who will roll it out in front of him. And then look to slice it towards Turner, who heads it onto the wing to Tinker. Tinker will now over the top look for Dolman. Dolman is just trying to see if he can keep this in. He does do so. Gets it bouncing off Elker Aldsworth, and Elker Aldsworth will now gain possession in his own corner flag. We'll try and clear it off Dolman. It gets through actually to Wood, and Wood does well to keep it into the midfield. It goes and well onto his edge of own area actually, and now we'll send it long. Davis tries to head it, but obviously wins the header back to Hogg, who tries to get to Lemon, who will now touch it to the right-hand side, and he's on a bit of a battle there, and he's knocked it off the Newton man ball, having to boot that out and play for a Newton Aycliffe throw-in. Peterborough have now equalised against Consett. It's 2-2. Adam Drury's got another goal. So we're just currently on that left-hand side now, and with Pascal. And goes into Jarvis, and then Pascal tries to score, but misdoes that, and it goes out for a throw-in. Lemon throws it into Hogg, then back to Lemon, who takes the touch, and we'll send it forward to Marshall, and going to have to battle Pascal for it. He's got the beater now, but Marshall continues to fight. Pascal's done some good work to get that away, clears it down the line. Phillipson will have to let that go out for a throw-in, and does relieve some of the pressure on the Newton Aycliffe defence. Throws it to Townsend, who takes it into his own box. He's going to get it out to left to Tinker. It's a well-done pass to the left-back, who takes it in stride now. Will looking forward, looking for the number 11 Dolman, but it will go out for a throw-in. So Newton Aycliffe get the ball back here. 55 minutes gone. 0-0 at the moment. And to Costello. Carries it forward, but go to Jarvie and then back to Clarkson, who sends it forward to Adamson, who I thought was in an offside position, but the flag hasn't gone up. He's now knocked it to the right-hand side as Tinker comes back really well and stops Davis going any further forward. That goes to Dolman now, and he's going to hold it off well. Finds Turner, but well read by Aycliffe Aldsworth, who clears it away, and Phillipson will head that away. Then Hogg heads it back into midfield, only to Wood, though, who knocks it forward out to Adams, who flicks it over to the left-hand side to Pettigene, who is on the edge of the area. He's going to try and put the ball in. He goes to the edge, and if he doesn't get a clean touch onto it like he'd like to, it's going to go out for a Newton Aycliffe throw-in. So this is where Stocksbridge will be under threat. This is where teams that down 10 men thinking we can nick one now. So Stocksbridge will have to be solid and take advantage of the fact they've got the extra man and just remain solid and organised. Ipswich Town are now 4-0 up on Sheffield Wednesday. It's been a bit of a nightmare show for the Owls. Mari Hutchinson scored again. So we have left-footed ball from Pascal for his corner kick. He's put the ball in. It's going to over everyone in the 6-yard area and then go out for a goal kick. Townsend will head over and get that ball and get it out quickly to continue trying to wear out the Newton Aycliffe players, and they will make their final 2 subs. Newton Aycliffe. So Charlie Dawson is going to come on for the Bucks. Liam Jarvie. I wonder if his yellow card in the first half has been a factor in that decision being made. Liam Adamson is going to come off. Jackson. So Liam Adamson, who got the winner against the Steels last Saturday in this match, will be heading off. I think that's actually both goal scorers from last Saturday. Liam Jarvie was the one who opened the scoring for Newton Aycliffe last Saturday. Both goal scorers for them in that game are now off. Such a nice ball to Goodwin, back to Lemon, who tried to knock it long, immediately closed down, and it will be back out for a throw-in. Lemon's not doing it very quickly compared to how Steele's been working recently. Now we'll throw it into Goodwin, who chests it, looking to control, but he's been tackled, but he gets it back, and then tackled again, and currently with the substitute Jackson and a foul from Stocksbridge, will give a free kick just a few yards inside the half, and about 5 yards ahead of where it actually happened, actually. Wood take it. So Wood will take this free kick, and he will send it down the line now to Pascal. Puts the cross in, goes through everyone before Phillipson heads it away. Turner heads out to only to the edge of the area to Pettigene. Takes shot blocked by Turner, and now goes Poole, who will find Turner on the left-hand side again, but it's going to be too heavy and out for a throw-in. Poor pass from Thomas Poole, and he gives it back to Newton Aycliffe, who are having probably their best period of the game at the moment. Going to ride forward, but head away by Phillipson. Tinker trying to head away to Turner, and in from Clarkson, and kept in by Davis. Looking now for Jackson, who tries to put the ball in, but blocked and out for a throw-in. Stocksbridge a possibly bit at the moment. And to release a bit of pressure as they look to take the lead. Still 0-0 in this game. 59 minutes gone. Ball thrown in toward Dawson. Keeps the ball well. Back to right, back to Clarkson. Puts the ball in. Phillipson, good strong header away though. To outside the area. But Lemon intercepts that pass, and he's going to send one for Marshall. Stays a great one from Lemon, but Costello's read it really well. Marshall though tackles him. Marshall going down the right-hand side, continues down the right. Got no options in the middle. Marshall is going to be forced backwards. That main opportunity is gone. Back to Lemon it goes, who miscontrols it, and that's going to allow Newton Aycliffe to tackle. And now they're going to send one long, but that should be for Townsend to boot away. We read by Clarkson, who's over on the right-hand side at the moment, and he's in a control. So it looks like we are going to see some substitutes. Looks like Ollie Novak is going to be coming off the seal, so Luke Rawson. So some attacking options for Stocksbridge. Ollie Novak hasn't played for the Seals in a league match since November 11th. Ball down there for Dorman Chase, but that is going to be heavy and out for a goal kick. So substitution is not coming on just yet. They're just doing a few final preparations. So Winter taking time rushing over to get this goal kick. 60 minutes gone in this game. And we are 0-0 still. So back with Winter. Now we will get the game underway very, very shortly. Ball going forward. I think wrestling a bit with Davis. If he flicks on the top, Phillipson will have to, with the first contact he is, going to tackle away from him by Dawson. Going to go out for a Stocksbridge. And it will be a Steele's throw in the left touch between the tackle from Charlie Dawson. Some substitutes going to have to come on. So it is some attacking ones. So Luke Rawson is coming on for Alex Phillipson.
Tommy Marshall.
Tommy Marshall is going to be heading off for Oliver Novak. Interesting to see how this is going to change the shape. So Ollie Novak, the young 19-year-old who has not made a league appearance for the Steels since November 11th, that 1-0 loss to North Ferriby. He will be looking to show why he should be in the first team. And today he's a regular for the reserves. Novak just flicks it on for Rawson. Rawson's fine Dorman. He's beat the offside track. Dorman racing down the right. He's got Poole to his left. Dorman takes a shot. The Steel down. Yeah, he made it 2-2 for the Steels. It's a very similar effort to his third On Tuesday night, he's raceboard, he's beat the offside trap perfectly, raced down that right. With his right foot this time rather than his left, he's curled it past the goalkeeper into the far side of the net. Jack Dolman has made it 1-0 to the Steels. He didn't think he'd score, so he didn't refuse to do one. See, Jack Dolman, you wonder on Twitter, obviously we don't have gifts to some of the players most of the times because they're new players and we haven't been able to find time to get in front of our green screen. Jack Dolman was here in the summer. He refused because he didn't think he'd score. He's now scored 2 in 2, and the Steels now lead 1-8. Well, set him up just like they did on Tuesday night. And Goodwin's just won a ball well, but got caught on the turner's feet. But Hogg goes sweeps up Rawson, touching on, looking for Goodwin, but intercepted Hello. And this is where Steele maybe in a bit awkward because they've made attacking subs, and now we're seeing an attacking shape for the rest of the game, and they might want to just hold on for a bit. 63 minutes gone in this game. 1-0 to the Steels, thanks to Jack Dolman. Thinking as well to Rawson, but he's been forced back to Turner, who gets shoved over, and it will be a free kick to the Steels. So Tinker's getting a few instructions of, I think, being a bit more defensively minded, considering that we are now 1-0. Ball's now gone to Turner. Noted forward for Dolman, the goal scorer, who this time did not beat the offside trap. Ball goes forward to Davis. Back now, it goes to Pascal. Forward now to Jackson, who cast it in the middle. Good and miss kicks, and then he's going to take it forward. Dolman has to wait his run because the line stayed very high. Now through to Paul, but he didn't hold his run, and it will be offside. Right. Pascal knocks it forward now to Dawson. He's going to get on the counter. Novak back defending. Dawson going back. Charlie Dawson has to pass it back now to Wood. Wood, right footed ball, looking for the far side. Chests it down, does Davis. Looks for the overlap, blocked off by Tinker, but now we'll get that overlapping man. Ball goes in, blocked by Tinker. Hogg slices in. It's going to be a corner kick. Steels will do it. That shout was not by the manager, it was by Martin, who was a bit unhappy with that. But it's a corner kick the Steels have to deal, and an unnecessary one. He's not wrong, Martin, on that. I just didn't expect the anger from. Well, please keep it PG, Martin. Brilliant. Just taking time corner. I'm surprised that Ethan's not being a bit quicker on this. 68th minute, 1-0 to the Steels. So of course tell you about, but this one is being taken out. High lofted ball in, and it's headed away, but only back to Newton Aycliffe to Jackson on the edge of the box. He's looking for space. Finds it on the right-hand side with the pass. Left footed shot in, blocked by Tinker. Wood now shielding the ball over on the right wing. Hogg pressing him. Trying to now find Dawson on the right, who can't keep it in, and it's a throw. Yes, some goals to tell you about. Dunstanoff, 4-0 up on Cleethorpes. Dale Pearson and Scorden. Hebburn are leading 1-0 against Bridlington. Yeah, as things stands, this would give us a 12-point gap over 19th place, which would be quite nice. Ball throw is going to be knocked down by Tinker, kept in by Clarkson, and into middle to Goodwin, who turns and will look to switch play towards Novak, who has to cut inside, but well read by Pascal, who will beat that away. Oglesby will head it back, then Pat Costello will head it back, and over top now to Tinker, will head it back, the ball back, and Tinker almost cost his team on that occasion. Townsend swept it up really well. It was Davis who almost snuck in on that occasion. Rawson has it now on the left wing. over the top for Dom trying to chase, but that's just going to go out for a throw. And Stockton haven't really shown too much since going ahead in this game. Michael Fowler has scored again. No, it's actually no score for the first time today. 2-0 up now, our Stockton, and we are going to see Bailey Baker come on for the Steels. Bailey Baker's been on dual registration with Gould, and I'd like to think that him going over there has coincided with that. Coincided with the upturning form Gould have had. That's pulled him a bit away from bottom place Mob Remain and the only relegation spot in the Northern Counties League. His last game was also on the 11th of November. That loss to North Ferriby. Goodwin, great sliding chance to goes to Novak, who's going to come forward. Novak with a pass looking for Dorman, but it's been tackled and out for must have come off Dorman last. I thought that was just the corner kick. I thought it came off the North Newton Aycliffe defender, but then referee was very confident, so it must have been a goal kicking off Dorman last. So with 71 minutes gone, 1-0 to the Steels. Ball goes forward now from Winter over to Davis on the right wing. Holds it, waiting for some reinforcements. Going to try and find one of those reinforcements, and he does with Kieran Jackson, who's now also being forced to the right. Tries to suck the ball forward to Wood, does do so. Wood then his pass blocked by Hogg, but then he gets it back. He's looking for the run here. Number 8 gets a touch here inside the box, and then slide chance from Goodwin stops it falling. Another shot goes in. Great save, Townsend. Has been sloppy at the back on that occasion. The shot goes in, but Townsend, with not the strongest hand he ever done, stops Kieran Jackson from equalising. It's a corner kick. Hey, Newton Aycliffe taking advantage of the more men Stockbridge have forward, and how sloppy I think the Steels have got since going ahead. Wood will go over to take this corner. Short corner. From the and then back it goes to Wood, who will take this right-footed into the box. Trying to get in the near post. Oglesby blocks it towards the edge of the area and then stabs it away from Aycliffe Alsworth. Game is still on. It hasn't gone out just yet. Another cross looking for the far post. This time Tinker heads it away. And then Dolman is going to fight for it. Gets the turn and he's now going to try and find Turner, but it's a bit too heavy. And Dawson will have that covered, and back it will go to Winter, who takes the touch. Winter, long ball forward from him. And Tinker gets a shove, and it will be a free kick for the Steels. So Ashington are now 2-1 up on Belper. Wilson Neeshaw has scored, and we will see a Steels sub. So Bailey Baker is coming on, and he will be replacing the goal scorer, Jack Dolman. Right, the Steels, I think, looking to tighten it up a bit at the back, considering there has been some sloppiness there, which has allowed them to come in again. Yes, so looking at it, Bailey Baker will head to right back, while Jordan Lemon will now go into centre back for the rest of the game. Townsend sending the ball long. He's going to look for Rawson here, who does get the header. Novak will hunt it, but Costello clears it away. Goes to Poole, who tries to control. He has to skip backwards to keep hold of it. Gives it back to Tinker. He tried to pass it forward. That's been blocked by Dawson. And it goes out for a throw-in. Burnley are 2-0 up on Brentford. Fofana has scored. Looks like Burnley aren't the worst team in the Premier League in the absolute battle of who can just be absolute dreck this year in the Premier League. Back with Hogg, and he looks to switch play to Baker, and this will be his first touches in a Steel shirt since November. Baker carrying the ball forward, trying to line the overlap to Novak, who's fighting for it, and then Pascal will marshal it out, play for a goal kick. And here Richards is shouting his instructions to Ollie Novak of what he wants from him. I don't think he was in the right position. That's obviously the trick when you're coming up from the reserves. Is like you're used to how Mark Fretwell, the reserves manager, manages him, how he wants him positioned, and now he's got to know how Ian Richards wants him done. Because obviously different leagues, different types of players playing with, and it's always tricky. Stepping up from the reserve, the first team is really difficult, and some players do make it look easy, but for most players, it's a challenge. Hebburn are now 2-0 up on Brisbane. Pual has scored. Bailey throwing going in, and head away into the middle. Wood gets it. He's going to be pressed. I think he's back to Costello, and then Goodwin gets it. Goodwin's going to find Novak. The offside flag is up on him, and he was a couple of yards off. That's a fair decision. 74 minutes gone in this game. 1-0 to the Steels. They look to hold on and claim another vital 3 points. Ball goes back, and then they're going to switch play over now to Clarkson. Back it goes to Davis. Davis is going to try and find Clarkson over the top. Tinker will cover that. He's going to boot it off Clarkson and get the goal kick. So now back with Townsend, who's going to take his time with this goal kick, which, yeah, fair enough. One of the things we mind about it when every other team does it. When our team does it, it's the greatest thing and very smart and clever. Welcome to the hypocrisies of football. I mean, that bit that Townsend's going to keep for has to be perfect, of course, before he takes it. Townsend is one of those keepers that knows every little trick in the book. I suspect he will go down with an injury past 80 minutes at some point. Goes long over the top of Rawson, but back it goes for Clarkson, who boots it forward. Only Tinker's going to try and let that go out of play, and it does do so. So Tinker will throw it down, looking for Rawson, who heads it on well. Trying to get onto it. Costello has it the control, and Turner has a little push in Costello's back, and even though Costello didn't go down, it will be a free kick. Frustrating one to give away. North Ferriby are going to launching a potential comeback. They were 3-0 down, but Anna Birchall's got one back, so it's 3-1 to Pontefract in that game. Turner intercepts with a header, goes left to Poole, who's over on the left wing now. Rawson's taking place centre. Poole is tackled by Dawson, and Dawson now will get it back into the middle to Pettigene, and now to the right to Clarkson, who knocks it forward, and he can't keep it in. It's going to go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Tinker is also going to be taking his time with these throw-ins. Throwing down line. Rawson heads it on. He's done really well winning the headers. Novak looks to be his man. He's facing with Pascoe, and Pascoe just had the winning of that. Passes it back to Winter. Rawson will continue to close down. And Winter's pass has been intercepted by Novak on the left. Novak just can't keep that in, though, and it will go out for the throwing. So back now with Clarkson for this throw-in, and Steele look to try and keep them in their own half for a few minutes at least. Going into Wood, and we clear down away. Hogg misses his header, but it bounced off the Newton man, and Hogg gets it back. Hogg will look to peel away, and he looks to try and find Novak on the right, but a bit too ambitious. Pascoe intercept, he goes back to Baker. Baker's going to go down the right-hand side. Novak's option on the right, lays it off for Novak. Novak cuts inside, left-footed ball, looking for the far post. Rawson gets the header, but it's wide. A lovely cross from Oliver Novak. Really well lofted. Rawson, though, I think just haven't got too much pressure from his defender. Wasn't able to peel off as he would like. Got a decent connection, just couldn't get the direction on it. Winter now takes this goal kick forward. Goes to Davis, who heads on something, but Tinker will clear that away, and Poole will flick it on, but go back to Costello, unchallenged, who right-footed will now try and get it down the left wing, but Lemon heads that away now to Hoggs on the ball. Hogg controls back to Tinker, who sends it forward, and it's not a great ball. It's going out for a throwing. So now on the right-hand side with Clarkson for this throw. Oh, it's not with Clarkson, it's actually correctly Oldsworth this throw. Takes time, then long throw from him trying to get down the line, but it's Ozu who can only head up into the end, and the second header gets it away to Turner now. Turner is going to carry it forward, and good sliding challenge in will take the ball away from him, and it's a late one from Hogg, and doesn't look like there'll be a card for him. And it will be a free kick to Newton Aycliffe, just a few yards into the Steel's half, and they're pushing every man forward for it. They're about 6 yards into the Steelers after the furthest man back, and that means potentially could the Steelers get a break on if they win the ball from here? Novak is standing on the halfway line in case, because the keeper's come up all the way up to the halfway line as well. No, Novak does have a marker now in Clarkson. Referee's not happy that Luke Clark didn't get a booking. Here comes Wood. His free kick, high lofted into the ball, and then it's going to be a free kick to the Steels. The wrestling between Costello and Goodwin goes in Stockbridge's favour. Goodwin was penalised for a penalty for a similar sort of battle on Tuesday night. The luck goes Stockbridge's way though this time. So back free kick for Townsend to take. Sheffield FC are now 2-0 from Brighouse. Cameron Johnson has scored again, this time from the spot. Luke Mangan won't be happy, he's not taking penalties. Tinker carries the ball forward. Goes down to Poole here on the left wing. Cuts inside. Tries to find Tinker again, but that's well intercepted by Wood, who puts it into the middle with some space for Consett to move into. Not too for Newton Aycliffe to move into. Oh, gets it forward to Davis. He's been forced backwards as he waited for reinforcement. Tries to get back to Petty, he missed it. Also an intercept now back to Poole, and Stockbridge slow to move into attacking positions there. And well, that pass forward to Turner being not going. Costello will tackle, and then Turner drags down Costello, and it will be a free kick. And it looks like Curtis Turner will get a yellow card for that one. And he does, that confirmation of that yellow card, and Curtis Turner gets a yellow. And it's 81 minutes gone. This game remains 1-0 to Steels, and Newton Aycliffe with a chance to put the ball into the box. Here comes Wood with this free kick. He's just pushed it a few yards forward. Yeah, it's one of those things I suppose you expect. Wood was going to go for the run, but then didn't. Now right foot ball will send it. Well, it's not going to reach the box. Baker gets the head away. Will go out for a Newton Aycliffe throw. Pascal goes to take it. Going back to Costello, who's coming further forward. Novak goes in on the back a bit, nothing given, and then Turner wins the ball, and he's coming forward here. Little nibble on him. Then pass it back to Hogg. Hogg, can he find Poole with the pass? And he's going to look for him now, but the offside, it wasn't offside. That one was, I think, was a poor decision there. Poole, what was on it? And they've taken the free kick quickly. Gets it to the right now to Newton Aycliffe. Back to Clarkson. Big ball forward, looking for the run of Davis, who looks like he's got the beat of it. Takes a shot, and it's wide. Goal kick. And a bit of coming together between a few of the players there that the referee's going to have a talk to about, I think. But it is going out for a goal kick, and Davis is going to be summoned over. Goodwin's been top. No, so is Ethan Wood. Big chance that for Newton Aycliffe after very little. Davis wasn't able to make the most of it, though. So I wonder if after that talking to if that may have been, well, free kick not given, if it would be a foul if that was scored. I didn't see one, but I wonder if it's a bit of afters on the deck. No, it is a goal kick. I think Townsend thought it might have been a free kick, but no, it is a goal kick. Steels need to keep tight or go in and get a second. Hallam are leading 2-1. Danny Buttle just scored from spot to give them the lead against Gould. Bailey Baker's other side. As well as Poole will knock the ball, and it's knocked into the air, and it's going to end up being allowed to go to the right winger for Newton Aycliffe before Hogg gets him a tackle. He sends one long, and someone goes in late on Hogg, and it will be a free kick. As late as a Stocksbridge plus. I got it in. Exactly. That's why the metaphor works.
How long did we make that?
A while. Oh, since the start of the second half, we waited to make that one. So back with Townsend, who is taking his time with this one. Right foot the ball forward. He's going to look for Rawson, who's over on the left wing here, but Costello wins the header. Goes to Wood, who will head it back into the field. Then not long, Oglesby will track it and should have control of it. He's going to try and shield it and allow that to go out for a throw-in for the Steels. 85 minutes gone in this game. Steels still leading 1-0. And again, I think the Cats will think that they should have more goals in, but in the end, it's defending the lead that they have got. Throwing away. Costello can only head it out for another throw-in. And as well as that, he will have a shout at the referee over what he thought was a free kick from Rawson. I got to say, our ball boys are moving a bit too quickly. Need to train them better. They're moving quicker than when we're losing. Tink throws it down, and it is going to come. Well, it's actually going to stay in. Rawson was appealing for the throw-in, but it hadn't even gone out. Back Pascoe's going to send it long and try and send it towards Dawson. Baker's fighting for it, and he's won that. Gives it to Turner. Now he's going to let it off. Baker's going to rush onto that, but it's a bit too late for it. Pascal's able to clear, but Hogg intercepts that ball forward. Now back to Baker, touch in the middle. Another late challenge in on him. Turner looks for the ball back to Baker, and there will be a free kick now given for that. Pascal might be going to talk to in a second as well. It's going to be a free kick to Stocksbridge. Poole will head over to take it. This is the sort of free kick Poole's brilliant at, delivering something like this, but the Seals are keeping plenty of men back in order to retain this lead. He's also got Novak as a short option. But Rawson and Goodwin are in there. I know it'll be. Poole's a poor free kick. Wood plays, but Novak's come back and robbed it off him. Back to Poole it goes, and he's going to come forward with it. Sliding challenging, fantastic from Dawson. He's got the ball, going to carry it forward into Wood in the middle, but some heavy touch. Turner gets a touch onto that. Baker will hit that, but Wood gets onto it. He's going to switch play now to the right-hand side. Now here they come, Newton Aycliffe, but ball for blocked by Goodwin, and then back in well from Tinker, but that very high clearance. They head forward. Davis tries to nip him behind Lemon, but he heads it away. Back to Obi, who will clear it down line to Poole, who chests it back for Tinker, who's going to come forward. He goes down under pressure, no foul. Wouldn't have expected it on that one. And Newton Aycliffe have kept it in very well with Jackson here, but then Hogg tackles him. Hogg's going to slow it down and get some pressure on him before passing it out to Goodwin, who's still tight on that left. Back to Tinker, and Tinker will knock it forward for Rawson to chase, but Costello reads that well and has it covered. Back it will go to Winter. Winter takes the touch. Back it will now go to Costello. Costello takes a good touch, feints away from Rawson, and back it will go to Winter. Turner will come out and press now, and Winter will have to just send that long, and it will end up going to Tinker, who heads it forward and out for a Newton Aycliffe throw. 87 minutes gone. It remains 1-0 to the Steels still. Ball goes out to middle. Ball long now, looking for Clarkson on the right, but Lemon is going to look to cover that, trying to make sure Clarkson doesn't get a touch. Lemon has to take a touch. He's going to have to. Tunswell down, clears it that way down the line, and while Aycliffe have tried to keep it with a header, he can only knock it out play for a throw-in. So back out, and Tinker will take stand. And someone's had a word with the ball boy. They're walking slowly as if they go into a class they don't like. That Tinker throwing down, looking for Ross. His shirt pulled there, but nothing doing as Costello able to get away with it. Novak's going to tackle him, but then they are just about able to get away. Baker pushes forward, kicks it. Hogg has to come and try and recover it. Does get his foot in, gives it to Turner. Goodwin's an option on the right, which he's going to take. Goodwin going down the right. He's got options of Novak and Rawson in the middle. Goodwin down the right, puts it in the middle, and then claimed by Winter, who holds on to it with Novak waiting for a goal poaching effort. Winter just had a push on Rawson as he were running away from it. Ollie Novak's coming rushing back to defend as Pettigene comes forward. Into the middle it goes, and there was a weird coming together between Hogg and Pettigene. Now flicked over to the left towards Dawson, who can't keep it. It's going to be a free kick for that weird coming together between Hogg and Pettigene. Both just ran into each other, really, which was an odd one, but free kick has gone Newton Aycliffe's way, and Wood has a chance to put a ball in. Another one to hold in. Wood, which put into the ball into the far end of the box. Head away well by Oglesby. Pulled through the first one, and he will do so, and he gets pulled back by Aycliffe. Nothing given for that. Back it goes to Tinker, who will clear it down the line, and that's only going to go back to Wood. Wood takes a touch, carrying forward, Novak harassing, and that allows Turner to get in, and Turner's the first man up as he's tackled him. He's got Novak on left, but Turner can't see him. He finds Baker coming forward, and Baker, not a great control from him. He slows the game down as he holds on to it. Baker comes forward, his passes into is blocked, and this might be an opportunity. Turner, I think, may should have took the cynical foul. Baker will take the cynical foul, but actually, no, he won't, because the referee is Costello heads away, but Novak was offside anyway, and the offside will now be given. 90 minute gone now. So we are waiting to see how much added time we will have in this game. Back for Winter will now take this. We are waiting for the okay to be given to Liv to do how many minutes? I'd suspect about 5. Oh, 4 minutes. We are going to get 4 minutes of added time. We've set the stopwatch going. Winter looking to get it to the left-hand side, but Baker's read that really well. Ball down looking for Novak, but it's just too ahead of him. Clarkson's read it well. Back it goes to Winter. Novak will press, but Winter gets it away, but only goes to Baker now, who is a heavy touch from him. Paul will then head forward now to Novak, has to leave it actually, because he was in offside position. So Costello has the ball now. So through to Wood, back to Costello, and Tinker gets a good tackle. It's been blocked off initially. Gets the second time. Tinker's going to go forward. Tinker's going to go forward. It's a too heavy a touch, and it's been 800 days plus since Tinker got it signed for us. He's yet to score for the club, and I think for a second, Brackenmore thought he was going to get it. $890 days since Tinker signed for the club. 890 days of no goals for us. As Costello's going to keep just about marshal that ball out of play. 1 minute gone of added time so far as the ball goes back to Pascal. Sends the ball forward. Good. Well kept in by Davis, and they've done really well here to keep it in. It's with Dawson now, who is now going to be robbed of the ball by Turner, but Dawson's robbed it back, trying to lay the pass through to Pettigene, well blocked by Lemon, who gets it out to Poole, who doesn't have good control of it. Goes up throwing. Stocksbridge shooting themselves in the foot on those occasions to allow the pressure to maintain. Wood looking to switch play for Jackson. Falls it down well. Cut in. He's been forced further back. He's got some space now. He's going to look for the right-hand side. Tinker heads away well. Poole will have that covered, and Turner might find Turner just delays his pass too long there, and because Rawson, even that would have been onside because he was in his own half, and now he's going to try and lay a pass up to Rawson. Rawson curls round his defender, takes a shot, great save. Winter could have killed the game. Costello just about touched it away, and there's going to be enough of pressure on Turner for it to shift foul. Luke Rawson really should have killed that one off and made it 2-0. And there is a man down with, I believe, Jack Tinker down hurt, and there will probably need to be treatment for the left back. 2 minutes of added time. So some time taken. Well, Jack Tinker, treatment. Grandstand finish being set up at Burnley. Christopher Adja has got one back from Brentford. It's going to end up 3-2 Brentford, isn't it? Maybe with the way Brentford they've been going. Here we go, 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes for the Steels to hold on. Ball going to go into the box. Costello's going to try and get head onto it. Going to bounce in the 6-yard area. Shots in, blocked. Appeals for a handball. Turner, though, will clear it away. Poole takes a touch. Poole's going to send it long, and going to go now back to Winter. Winter takes the touch. Sends it long. Oglesby will go in for the header. Davis flicks it over the top, looking for Pettigene, but Tinker had it back, and it's going to go back to Townsend, who will take it to his feet, and then he will pick it up as Costello rushes out to him. 3.5 minutes gone of added time. Townsend sends it long. Novak is onto it, but it's headed away by Dawson. Back to Wood, who gives it back to Pascal. Feints and gives it to Wood. First of all, good tackle in, and it's going to go out for a throw-in. 3 minutes 45 seconds gone now. Pascal with the throw-in. Taking his time with it. Time I'm not sure they have. Throwing down, look for Costello. We'll head it out and out for a Stocksbridge throw. Could that be it? Stocksbridge certainly hoping so. Baker taking his time with it and then throwing it down and gets it to Rawson, down to his feet, who's looking to turn. He goes out play, and it will be a Stocksbridge throw-in. He's going to like to go to Baker. We are past the 4 minutes of stoppage time given. Baker throwing it down, looking for Goodwin, who will allow it just to go past to Rawson. Goodwin knocked it down further down the line, and back it goes to Wood, who miscontrols, and it will be a Stocksbridge throwing attacking position. 4 minutes, 40 seconds have now gone as Baker slowly makes his way forward. Pontefract have sealed win against North Ferriby. Only Metcalfe has scored. Baker throwing it to Goodwin. Over in the corner flag. He's holding it in the corner flag. He doesn't have to do it for very long. It's full time. The Steels have won 1-0 here. Newton Aycliffe went down to 10 men. It was a sending off within the 8th minute after Dale Elgie hauled down Thomas Poole as he went clear and goal. For a while, the Steels might have been a breakthrough, but on the 63rd minute, Jack Dolman broke through, linking up with Luke Rawson again. Dolman finished well to get his second goal in 2 games, and the Steels have got 2 wins in a row here at Bracken Moor. So, our next game is on Saturday. We're going to be making the trip to Grimsby Borough for an Easter Saturday treat. We will see you then for that one. Thank you very much for everyone who's attended today, and good night. I've been Adam Allcroft.